on. All your talent management, all your strength management, all your end strength, all of those things put together, Larry was rock solid the entire time. And of course, Jim McConville, current come up here, current chief of staff, along school. Larry was the project guy for all of that stuff, along with the normal stuff that you'd see out of an Army G1. All your talent management, all your strength management, all your end strength, all of those things put together, Larry was rock solid the entire time. And of course, Jim McConville, current chief of staff of the Army, was the G1, and Larry was right underneath him. And I can tell you, McConville needed Larry because neither McConville nor Milley could have got off Jump Street without you managing those projects. Your service in Army G1 and mRNA was beyond comprehension, high quality, entire time. But look, we are blessed. We as a nation are blessed with the service and the sacrifice of Larry Wark. He's an incredible example in my book of a dedicated public servant, a true patriot who has given so much to our country, emotionally, professionally, and physically. And you ask what brought him to do that? It wasn't West Point. It wasn't the skills that we taught him, and we taught him a lot of skills in the infantry and so on. But it was his character, and his character comes from his mother and father, who are not here right now. They passed on, but they're both looking down. His dad, a veteran of the United States Air Force, only because his dad couldn't get in the Army. That's what you told me, right? So he didn't meet the standard. So, sorry, Vice, I didn't mean that. That slipped. And then but the character that Larry has demonstrated over all going on now 4 decades, it's tremendous. This is a guy who's a consummate team player. He can be irreverent at times, and I can be personal witness to that. But he never ever hesitated to be completely professional in speaking truth to power all the time. He guts it out. He is the epitome of resilience. He is the epitome of a sort of a stick-to-itness attitude, and he is a consummate professional in everything he does. So Larry, on behalf of everyone that's here, on behalf of his, whatever he was, company commander or something like that, right? He comes up and he just smokes him like a cheap cigar. And he tells Larry, now you got to remember that Secretary Esposito's from Pittsburgh, so he has a problem with people from Massachusetts. So it's only because of the Red Sox, the Patriots. But he tells Larry he's never going to amount to anything, ever. And here he is as an SCS. And I'll be making sure that we're going to take a photo and run it right upstairs and get him to sign it and apologize for that year as a freshman. But Larry's done tremendous work. 37, almost 38 years combined total, all with Corin at his side. And I will tell you, Larry, it's been a phenomenal run. And oh, by the way, I'm sorry, my bad, I forgot to mention Carolyn. You told me, right? So he didn't meet the standards in retirement. Larry's got a few more things. The joint heading such what you have done, and thanks also for what you're going to do in retirement. Larry's got a few more things he wants to knock out in retirement, where he's going to volunteer and help out others in need. So Larry, thank you. And with that, we're going to go ahead and present a couple of awards to you, and then allow you to say a few words after that, okay? Great, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. General Milley will now present Mr. Wark his retirement award. Attention to orders. The Joint Meritorious Civilian Service Award is presented to Lawrence J. Wark. Mr. Lawrence J. Wark distinguished himself by exceptionally superior service as Vice Director, Manpower and Personnel Directorate, the Joint Staff, from May 2016 to November 2020. During this period, Mr. Wark was directly responsible for assisting the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff in executing his Title X duties of developing and providing manpower and personnel for the Joint Staff, combatant commands, and chairman-controlled activities. Capitalizing on his exceptional program knowledge and relationships with key Department of Defense and service officials, he facilitated the role of the chairman in providing the best military advice to the President and Secretary on the capability of the Joint Force to support the national military strategy. Mr. Wark supported 4 directors of manpower and personnel in spearheading such initiatives as the talent management program across the Joint Force, the congressionally mandated